Afternoon between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Ready for baseball in the Bronx as Curtis Granderson steps toward the plate to get this one underway.
Right fielder, Curtis Granderson.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
First pitch, 1-1.
Tanaka into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
Yeah, not the spot to find yourself against a good leadoff hitter. Down 3-1 to start the afternoon? Not good.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a miss at the splitter. 3-1, and it's 3-2 now.
And that splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Full count. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And you can see the reaction on the mound. He's saying there is no way that pitch was outside. And it's a call I've got to have. Got to put that behind you, though, and move on.
David Wright will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ball game.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
And Granderson runs. And here's a ball hit in the air. Beltran coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, here's a manager showing early on that he's not going to play it close to the vest. They put the runner in motion, and this is the perfect hit and run. Now there's runners on the corners, and they're in a good spot to drive in the game's first run.
Here's Lucas Duda now. And he takes ball 1.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And now on 2-0, you can't just lay a fastball in there, or he could make this a 3-0 game before you know it.
Three and 0 now.
You need to be awfully careful here. Runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Yoenis Cespedes steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, tie score.
Yeah, guys, and it's always nice to play with that early lead, so we'll see if he can get it done right here.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Whew, nice play. And you wonder if maybe he's kicking himself at third base right now for not trying to score on this. It's a heck of a play just to make the catch. And you wonder if he would have been able to get up and then throw a perfect strike to the plate. That might have been asking a lot.
Neil Walker steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gardner makes the catch. Now here comes the runner from third. 1 run scores. And not in time as the second run scores. Travis d'Arnaud set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Mets lead this one 2-0. Matt Harvey, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been one of the most dependable starting pitchers around. He's got a career ERA of less than 3. One of the best out there on the mound.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses, strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, quick hole here right off the bat, and that's not how you want to start when you're already chasing a couple runs. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And that misses for ball 4. So an early base runner in the bottom half as they're trying to get one or both of those runs right back.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Brett Gardner will stand in now following leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Harvey over to first, and the runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball, and his speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base paths is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
Here comes the first pitch. Alex Rodriguez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Now, he probably doubted he'd be in trouble this early, but he's already got a runner in scoring position, and now he falls behind the number 3 guy.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Set. Here's the 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And they don't give in to A-Rod as that misses for ball 4.
Yeah, this is a very uncharacteristic start for him so far. 2 walks here in the early going. Normally he's not going to walk that many guys, so you wonder if maybe something's not quite right out there.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And standing in the danger is first baseman Mark Teixeira. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the seats, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Conforto. And that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch David Wright at third base in this one. Still a very dependable third baseman. But not quite the third baseman he was early on in his career. And he's had physical limitations over the last few years, but still one of the better ones in the game.
Into the box, Carlos Beltran. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. We'll jump forward in this one to the top of inning number 2. Juan Lagares will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Tanaka sets his sights, 0-1 on its way. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Hit on the ground is short. Gregorius is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
Here it is on 3-0. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
1 out, nobody on. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. but he's going to reach base anyway.
Asdrubal Cabrera takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. One there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Starlin Castro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Castro.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Well, these guys struck for a run on a couple of hits in the first inning. Now back-to-back hits have them threatening here again in the second.
So striding in, Jacoby Ellsbury, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he lays off there, 1-0. First and second here with nobody out. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1 now.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Two-1, here it is. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And Wright will put this one away for the first out.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Shot towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, designated hitter
Alex Rodriguez gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
1-1. Here it is. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They still trail it here 2-1. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Curtis Granderson will open the inning here for the Mets, with David Wright following on deck.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Tanaka's ready. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
The 1-2 pitch. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. And they're both gone now on back-to-back strikeouts.
Duda.
Here's Lucas Duda now. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. One pitch is a splitter called strike 2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Mark Teixeira digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd, with a punch out, 1 away.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Carlos Beltran, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot here for Carlos Beltran. As the Yankees have tied things up, it's 2-2.
This is the same guy that drove in their only run earlier in the game, so he's had a pretty good afternoon at the plate. Here, he gets a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse, and he knows what to do with it when you leave a pitch there.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. On deck, the dangerous Chase Headley. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase.
Striding into the box, Chase Headley. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. Yoenis Cespedes is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Cespedes.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4.
Leading off
Starlin Castro is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Mark Teixeira will lead things off now in a completely different ball game since the last time these guys took their hats.
And after that 6-run inning, you got to hope that you can put together some kind of response. The last thing you want to do is a 1, 2, 3 inning, so a little patience wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6.
Leading off for the Mets,
Curtis Granderson will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Travis d'Arnaud is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
Leading off for the Mets,
Curtis Granderson will open the inning here for the Mets, with David Wright following on deck.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see